All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to a Bracket Up update. Today we're taking a look at the final check-in from our NHL Team Draft Challenge that we started all those many months ago. The season has finally been completed. Awards have been handed out. Champions have been crowned. Other people have been eliminated. I'm ready to go. I'm Handy Dandy Andy Jerrick, and alongside Andy Misek, who takes care of the hockey portion of this and always provides the best PowerPoint presentations in the world.
Debatable.
Here to take a look at this team draft challenge. Andy, how are you doing this fine evening?
I am good. You ready to talk hockey?
Yeah, I am. It's been so damn long since the finals ended. I had to go back onto Wikipedia and reread everything I had forgotten.
That's okay. I'll run through all of it quickly.
Why you're here.
What's up?
That's why you're here.
Oh, yes. I mean, that is my only purpose. All right. So here's how our scoring played out. Keeping in mind, it's not just the two of us. There's also Bill and our guest, Tony. So every team that made the playoffs out of all of them we drafted, you got a point. You win the division, you get a point. And the one team that wins the President's Trophy gets 2 points. Once the playoff starts, if you win round 1, you get a point. If you win rounds 2 and 3, you get 2. Stanley Cup winner gets 3. And then all NHL awards are 1 point, except for the Hart for the MVP, the Lindsay, the MVP voted by players, Norris for best defenseman, Calder for best rookie, and Vesna for best goalie. Those are all worth 2. And then we have team with most penalty minutes, player with most penalty minutes. That's how the scoring went down. These are your playoff teams, Jerrick. I think we've gone over this enough. You had Tampa, St. Louis, Winnipeg, Nashville. Tony had Vegas, Boston, and Pittsburgh make the playoffs. I had Colorado, Montreal, New York Islanders, Minnesota Wild, Florida Panthers, and Bill had Toronto, Edmonton, Carolina, and Washington. A bunch of disappointments there.
Yeah.
And then here's the playoff bracket. We've all seen that. So in round 1, we'll run through round 1 quickly. Probably the best series, Tampa versus Florida. Physical, fast, fun. Tampa won in 6. That should be 4-2. Right. Did you watch the series? I think I asked you this last time.
I probably did. Again, it was like back in the middle of May. That's so long ago.
It was the best series, though. It was fun to watch. Next was Avs versus Blues. Not much to see here. Avs sweep the Blues. Jets sweep the Oilers as well.
Yep, watched a lot of that one. Watched my Jets do some work.
The best was Game 3 when Oilers were up 3 goals late in the third, and Jets put 3 in 3 minutes, and then win in overtime. That was fun to watch.
Beautiful stuff. And we also got my poor Nashville Predators, who somehow squeaked into the playoffs, just barely, get spanked by Bill's Hurricanes.
Yeah, I mean, it was close in, it was 6-game series, but it wasn't very close if you watched it.
No.
This one was close, though. I thought Vegas was going to run away with this one, but Vegas won in 7 against the Wild. And for a while, I thought Wild were going to win that series, but nope. And then I picked Capitals to absolutely manhandle an aging Bruins team, but I guess it makes sense because Capitals are the oldest team in the league, so an old team beats an older team, I suppose.
Yes, you're right. So that's a point for Tony on that end.
And my most hated series in the first round. Hate the Islanders, hate the Penguins. Islanders win in 6. So that's a point for me. So that's the best part of that series. I ain't got nothing else to say. Fuck them. On to round 2. I think this was the last set of series we talked about in our last update. Right. So I'll go quick here as well. Vegas beat Colorado in 6 games. Most disappointing part of this, well, I don't know what's the most disappointing part. The fact that Colorado were the favorites to win the whole cup, or that Colorado was up 2-0 at one point in this series. But then they got manhandled by Vegas. It wasn't even pretty.
Yeah, probably the second part. Getting essentially swept 4 games in a row after winning the first 2 or the first 3 in any playoff series is just demoralizing.
Yeah, that was an ugly series. I mean, this one wasn't even a contest. Tampa beats Carolina 4-1. I thought Carolina would put up a bigger fight. That could be why they overhauled their entire fucking team in the offseason.
Could be, yeah. And then we've got the Miracle Canadians put a spanking on the Winnipeg Jets that Winnipeg put on Edmonton. Wasn't even fair. Like Montreal looked like a world beater.
Yeah, I haven't seen a team sweep someone and they get swept by the underdog team. Mm-hmm. Underdog team swept in both of those instances, actually. Can't say I've never seen that because that has happened several times before. Yeah. But still.
It's rare. It's rare.
On to some new series. We'll start with the team I hate the most, Islanders, which, they beat the, I don't know if we talked about this. They beat the Bruins in round 2.
Yeah.
I hate both of those teams as well. Moving on. So now we got Islanders in Tampa. And boy, the Islanders were my pick, but I was rooting for them to lose. I hate the Islanders.
Tampa Bay is one of your favorite teams, right?
They are my second favorite team, yes.
Exactly. So sort of a little mini victory for you, even though I steal a couple of points. But you get your least favorite team out of the fucking bracket.
Well, my least favorite team was St. Louis, but they didn't even win a game. In fact, they haven't won a playoff game in 2 years, and they've made the playoffs both years. So I love it.
Yep.
And then we got the world-beating Habs upsetting the Vegas Golden Knights. Didn't see that one coming.
No, I think most people didn't. I mean, Montreal was very much the Cinderella story of the playoffs. It was just crazy that you got people who weren't talking about hockey to start talking about hockey. That's always great for the league. It's a very cool thing to happen.
It's also great. It's also great to watch the mighty Mark Stone get manhandled by Philip Deneau. I love it. I love it.
When was the last time that Montreal had won a cup? It's been since like the 90s, right? Maybe before that?
93.
Okay, so almost 20 years.
No, almost 30.
Oh my God, it's 2021.
Also, the last Canadian team to win the Stanley Cup?
It's in Montreal.
Yep.
I can't think of the Senators making a run anytime recently.
No. Actually, they made the finals, I think. Oh, no. They lost in 7 in the Eastern Conference Finals to the 2016 Penguins, who then went on to win the Cup.
Okay. But yeah, it's been a while. Poor Canada.
Yeah, they haven't got a cup in a while. Which takes us to the Stanley Cup. Oh, whoops. For some reason, it double jumped there. And this wasn't even a fair contest. Tampa was going to beat any team that got to the Cup final. And they smoked them 4-1. Could have been a sweep. Should have been a sweep.
It's what they lost game 4, right? They lost in overtime 3-2. So super close game.
And then a super drunk Kucherov after game 5 talking about how it's like, those fucking Canadians fans thought they acted like they won the Stanley Cup. I'm like, I love you, Cooch.
So I'm feeling mighty good about getting 3 points for the Stanley Cup winning team and an extra point that's the playoff MVP.
Yep. Conn Smythe goes to Andrei Vasilevsky.
That's right.
I mean, I thought it should have went to Kucherov. I've never seen a player win back-to-back cups, leading the team leading the playoffs both times, scoring 30 points in consecutive playoff series. I don't think that's been done since either Gretzky or Lemieux, and did not win a Conn Smythe either time.
Kind of surprising. Do you think, I don't know if it's a thing or not, but are goalies ever kind of have like not an unfair, but just like an advantage in that? Like you're winning goalie as long as they're decent, stands a better chance than a great position player?
I don't know. Probably not, because I'm thinking, I'm pretty sure Quick won it in 2012. Tim Thomas won it in 2011. And then before that might have been J.S. Jagir, who was on the losing team in 03, won it. Trying to think of another goalie, and it could just be slipping my mind. I thought Crawford should have won it in 2013, but they gave it to Kane.
Okay.
So
they don't seem to win it any more or less often than any other position.
No, not that I recognize.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm running through. Did Cam Ward win it in 2016? He might have.
No, Crosby.
I'm sorry, 06. When the Canadians or Carolina won.
I've got a list up. Yeah.
Was it Cam Ward?
Cam Ward, JSG, Patrick Waugh in 2001. And that's the last goalie that I recognize. Ron Hextall in 87. Then Patrick Waugh again in 86.
Good stuff. So that isn't all we did points on, though. It was the awards. And Bill is this is where Bill makes his comeback after getting beaten to death in the first round. So we did these last time. Art Ross, so most points. Connor McDavid being nasty. Shard, Austin Matthews being nasty. And then the Jennings for goalie with the lowest or the lowest goals against average. New Blackhawks goalie Marc-Andre Fleury.
Yes. Goodbye, you little bitch. Go ahead. Go leave Las Vegas. We don't care. Go away. This
isn't the only award Marc-Andre Fleury won either. And then we got some other awards here. Masterton, you tweeted when Lindbaum won this. This is for the winner the player that shows perseverance. So it's usually like some player comes back from some horrific injury or some sort of adversity. In this instance, Lindblom had cancer last year and he played this year. So shoe in to win the award. King Clancy. That's for like some community service, like leader on and off the ice kind of like crap. Like, hey, here's an award. That went to Pecorine, who is now retired, but you get the point for that. And then Jack Adams, Coach of the Year. Bill gets another award. Rob Brendamore of Carolina.
That's right. I remember
that. And then I think we went over all these to this point. Selke, most defensive forward, was Alexander Barkov, Sasha Barkov. Me. Woo! Florida Panthers. Lady Bing, most gentlemanly player, as they call it, is usually just a guy who's in your top four or top six, top four, who doesn't take a lot of penalty minutes. Jacob Slavin, perfect example. Won it. Bill gets another. And then we got good old Lou Lamoriello picking his nose over here, winning the Jim Gregory Award for Best GM, which that goes to me.
Point for you. And I'm pretty sure I made the joke last time that is an Anthony Hopkins stunt double. Terrifying as Hannibal Lecter.
So the awards we didn't have before we recorded last time were the awards that were announced during the Cup Finals, and they're all the 2-point ones.
Right.
So we got the Calder, Rookie of the Year. I don't think anyone had any doubts. The reason I picked Minnesota was for Kirill Kaprizov, Kirill the Thrill, and he won.
Yeah.
And then MVP voted by the media, MVP voted by the players. There was no other person who was going to win this award, either of these awards. It's Connor McDavid.
Yep, that was very easy. Bill just racking up the 2-point awards.
Oh, yeah. That's Bill for you.
And another one.
Yep. A little bit of a surprise. Adam Fox with the Norris on the New York Rangers. I would have given it to someone else, but who am I? I'm not in the press.
I absolutely wanted Victor Hedman.
I thought Cale Makar.
Or Cale Makar. The one bright spot of a Rangers season.
Yeah, I mean, the season where Artemi Panarin is basically getting blackmailed, blacklisted, black everything from the Russian government.
Right.
And has to go and save his family. So, that was a fun couple months for the Rangers without their best player.
Right. Oh, weird stuff.
It's so weird. And then Blackhawks goalie Marc-Andre Fleury, unfortunately on Vegas though at this point, won the Vezina for best goalie of the year. There he is celebrating.
I love that little confetti work he's doing.
And then the dumbest award on planet Earth, the Marc Messier Leadership Award.
Why did we give this? Why did we even choose this?
It is a trophy that when they do the NHL awards in person, they make a big deal out of it. Marc Messier comes on stage and awards his beautiful leadership award.
Messier's position with the NHL? Does he even have one? Like, why would you just pick a very good player, but a random ass player to give it an award named after himself?
Also, what makes Marc Messier such a leader? Is it because he called we are going to win game 6 of the Eastern Conference Final? It's like, well, if I'm the captain, I'm pretty sure I'm just going to, if I'm anyone, I'm just going to be like, yeah, we're going to win. I'm not thinking like, wow, this is it, boys. Season's over. He gets like this great reputation for basically just telling the media they're going to win. I mean, granted, he got a hat trick that game, blah, blah, blah. I don't care. Bergeron won the Marc Messier Award.
Okay, sure.
And penalties. Tampa Bay, most penalties. Weird. We talked about this like the last 2 episodes, but a very weird team to have the most penalty minutes. Not weird is Tom Wilson, the murderer, getting the most penalty minutes of any player.
I remember
you and Bill. So picking Tampa Bay, I just want to point out, making the playoffs, winning round 1, winning round 2, winning round 3, winning the Stanley Cup, most penalty minutes, and Conn Smythe. So you got 11 points from one team.
That's why I picked them first. I just assumed they'd go far in the playoffs, and anything else would be a well-enjoyed bonus.
Well, I thought you would have got 12 because I thought they might win the division, but they didn't. They somehow came in third. Go figure. All right. It's results time. There's Maury. All right. So here's where you scored your points.
Sure.
I don't have a point total here yet.
Okay.
But we went over all of this.
Right.
I guess I should say it since we are audio recording. Made the playoffs, Tampa, St. Louis, Winnipeg, Nashville. You got a point there. Tampa, Winnipeg, each got you another point for winning a round. And then you took an additional 7 points for Tampa winning the cup. And then you won the Masterton, King Clancy, Conn Smythe, and the most penalty minutes. So pretty solid season there.
Mm-hmm.
This is a sad looking screen right here. Sorry, Tony. You didn't fare as well. You had 3 teams make the playoffs in Vegas, Boston, Pittsburgh, and Penguins. You did have a division winner in the Penguins. So right on. And then Boston, Vegas won round 1, Vegas round 1, 2. And then you didn't have much after that. But Marc-Andre Fleury got you the Jennings, got you the Vezina, and then Bergeron got you that sweet Marc Messier award.
Right.
Woo.
Needed that one.
A little more filled out here is me. I got the 5 I mentioned: Colorado, Montreal, Islanders, Minnesota, Florida, making the playoffs. Colorado won the division. And then I had Montreal going the whole way with Islanders getting to round 3, Colorado making it to round 2. So I got some points there. Not a lot of awards, though. Selke Barkov, Gregory Lou Lamoriello, and Kaprizov get me that 2-point Calder. Then there's Bill winning all the awards. So we had 4 teams make the playoffs: Toronto, Edmonton, Carolina, Washington, and 2 of them won the division in Toronto, Carolina. Only Carolina won 1 round.
Right.
Everyone else got beat pretty handily in the first round, and then Carolina got smoked by Tampa in round 2. But Bill won the Art Ross. He won the Richard. He won the Jack Adams. He won the Lady Byng. He won the Hart. He won the Lindsay. He won the Norris. He won the player with the most penalty minutes. That's a lot of awards.
Right.
So with everything you saw, Jerrick, who do you think is the winner?
It's either you or Bill. I don't know who exactly. I'm trying to do the math in my head right now. And I think I got 17. Tony got 11. And you guys are at like 22 apiece or so.
You were close. The winner is me with
Okay.
21. Bill only had 18. Big problem there is not winning 2-point rounds.
Just flopping in the playoffs.
Had Toronto won, Bill might have won this whole thing. Because that takes Montreal out. That takes out a lot of my points. And Toronto probably goes a lot further. They probably beat the Jets as well. And Bill wins the series if Toronto doesn't choke a 3-1 series lead.
I know, that's nuts. That's the in there that changes everything.
Yeah, poor Bill. If Bill only showed up this time.
Oh well. Sure, he'll listen to this.
I'm sure he won't. He's busy raising a toddler.
That's important. Yeah.
Yeah. And then I originally was going to put me dressed as Mario on Mario that says you're a superstar, but Julian never sent me the file on that.
Oh.
So you get just the results screen.
I'll think about it in my head.
Thank you. That's it. That's what I got for hockey.
Well, I mean, that was great. Like, again, always you bring the A game with these presentations and helps me a lot. I can't remember all this stuff without a visual aid.
Yeah, I just did it as I went. Like I had the PowerPoint up. I'm like, oh, Toronto wins. Oh, wait, I never said that. Sorry. Toronto never won. Sorry, Bill.
Bum, bum, bum.
Yeah. So
did you enjoy this? Did you enjoy this whole process?
I love talking hockey. I at one point had a hockey podcast. I still want to start a second hockey podcast. I love hockey. So of course I enjoy doing this.
Yeah, you're going to be real happy with that number one spot.
Oh, yeah.
Saying that if you were in fourth place.
Let me just tell you, I've got a list of trophies that need to be ordered. Most go to you.
Well, you've got one coming to yourself.
I'll figure that out eventually. Eventually. Then we can have little mantles behind us with our awards.
Need to get one of those the wall shelves. So right behind my left shoulder here, you'll be able to see it.
I got the anime wall behind me, but the Buzz Swole I bought while we were podcasting, the Pokemon one's still up there.
That's good. He's got a primo spot there.
You can't see it in this little video, but he's up there.
I see a yellowish blob.
Oh, that might be the guy from Mob Psycho.
Oh, never mind. I thought
the little ghost guy. See, it's on my anime wall. Pokemon's anime. It's on my little anime shelf back there.
That is true. Anything else before we wrap up this bad boy?
No, I think we good.
Awesome. So again, Andy takes the number one, the gold medal, the primo, the leader over here, 21 points, winning our Bracket Up NHL Draft Challenge. Bill in second with 18. I was third with 17, and Tony bringing up the rear with 12. I don't know about you, but I'd be up for doing this again sometime in the future when, the next hockey season starts.
Oh, yeah. Well, we got a couple months to think that through. I want to do it again. Mm-hmm. I'd like to see some of the people who don't watch hockey jump in on it, but I don't see Dominic or Dave or Tom jumping in on it. So
yeah, it might not happen, but who knows?
Who knows? We might get some other guests though.
We can hope. We can hope for the future.
I know a couple people doing several different hockey podcasts, so I'm sure we could get a couple on here and do some stuff. Maybe you could have Ian jumping again. I don't know if he watches hockey.
No, he's not a sports guy at all.
That might be even funnier.
I could ask. He might. You never know.
We'll see, though. I've got some people in mind if we ever did hockey again.
Sounds good. All right. So we've wrapped up this episode. I am Handy Dandy Andy Jerrick, and again, heartfelt thanks to the man with the best name in the whole wide world, Andy Mysek, for taking point on this one, creating presentations, and just guiding us through this wacky world of ice hockey. Thanks again, Andy. And we will see everybody else real soon on the next episode of Bracket Up. Have a good one.